Hey, good evening, everyone. This is Daniel from Tradecraft 360, and I thought I would update on my KOLD trade. And this is a lot to unpack on this one, so we'll try to make it nice and simple. So, what ended up happening was a further sell off in the underlying, which is UNG, and a further appreciation in KOLD. So, my original intention was to prepare for the end of the trade, just because I was recognizing that natural gas could ease it. It looked very weak, and any rallies were corrective at best on UNG. And so certainly the risk was there for a sell-off to accelerate. And that's pretty much what I did on the 16th. I closed out the 63 put and I just sold additional premium into the end of the week. And then the next day, just sort of recognizing that natural gas was, again, not really doing anything healthy, I elected to close out the original purchase put that was the September 21st, and I was able to sell that for $1.75. So I originally paid $8.30, if I recall, for that, and I got an additional $1.75. And I also recognized on the 17th that the $75 call that I had outstanding was definitely in play. And that's when I sold the $77 in the money put. That's what you can see here. Right. Right there. Excuse me, I'm a little under the weather. And so I got $2.57.5. And essentially that gave me protection to 75 to 77 and change, as seen here. Obviously, it's expired worthless today, but today's price action was again an accelerated sell-off in UNG and further price appreciation of KOLD. So it's a bit of a chasing my tail on this one, but I'm pretty used to these types of transactions in the sense of you're defending the position. It depends if you really want to go long or short something. So if you get put to, or if there's a strike that's used to finance or sort of add protection or etc. So usually what can happen is it gets breached and then you have to deal with it. So in this case, I had the $75 call outstanding, and I thought that I was covered with a $77 put, except natural gas had other plans. And my goodness, natural gas, what a turd. Pretty impressive to the downside, I should say. I don't know. I always look at those stock twits boards, and I don't know. There's it's entertaining, but just hopium. Just the amount of individuals that are buying Boyle or buying UNG, and it usually there's a few good traders on there who are trying to warn everybody, but I don't know. People don't listen, so it is what it is. I just take things as they are. Natural gas just looked like such a weak, POS, right? And in that case, I was forced to sell the $78 put, and I didn't even trust that. I sold the $79 put, and that proved prescient simply because the sell-off accelerated, and then I had to wait till the end of the close to reassess the price action, and there was a little bit of a bid, or I should say probably people just, liquidating their profits from the shorts were covering, just so they didn't want to take the weekend risk. It's probably the only bid that natural gas got today. So anyways, I took advantage of that, and I closed out the $79 put for $300, and then I had the $78 put that's going to cover the $75 call. That's what you see here. So this loss is covered by this gain and this gain. And I did come out ahead because look at the extrinsic value here. So this, in combination with this, garnered me an extra 42 cents per contract, and that's detailed in the analysis section. Now, I don't have the put that I paid for. That's closed out. And I am also still concerned so effectively the trade is over from that perspective. I'm not going to sell any additional put premium other than what I have outstanding. I'd have to just reset up for a new trade. And given the sell-off in natural gas, if it got severe enough, which it certainly could, there might be an opportunity to go long at some point. So let's take a look here. So I still have the $80 call, and that's troublesome. I had to hedge this off, and how did I do that? Well, I bought the $79.50 call, sold the $81.05 call, and then sold the $70 put. So the combination of all those three trades, basically I was able to establish this with a net debit of 10 cents, and I used this $300 here to cover that 10 cents. So net credit, neither a net credit nor a net debit on that, fairly neutral. So if it does get above 81.50, then I'm effectively going short natural gas, going long natural gas, going short cold at a price point of 81.50. And that's certainly much better than 70, 75, 80. And we'll see what happens next week. And if it looks likely that I'll get called away, then I'll deal with it at that time. So that pretty much covers what I was doing on the Thursday and the Friday. Mainly just defending the $75 call and the $80 call, and then just mopping up my original position. So to summarize the profit on this, so in terms of all the premium that was sold, as well as the getting called away above my purchase price at $64.85, that total amounts to $9,577.35. The original capital deployed is $194,550, and the annualized rate of return on invested capital is roughly 78%. So I'll take it. Obviously, natural gas can go either way, right? You can make a lot, lose a lot, but I would say overall, considering how the trade started and where I ended up, not a bad outcome whatsoever. I always try to, with natural gas, there's been occasions where, make 10, 15, 20,000 in like 3 days and then you move on. But in this case, I was definitely grinding it out. And again, this is why I don't really use stops on a trade. I like to set things up as credit spreads, verticals, things like that, finance it, just give myself the opportunity to be right if I'm wrong initially, and this sort of trade exemplifies that, because if you had bailed out early, that would have been a substantial loss, and at the end of it, now it's actually a pretty substantial gain. And this wasn't luck. This is just how I do. All right, I make these trades all the time, and good feel for the products that I trade. And again, I didn't need to look at any ticker, no weather reports, nothing. Just purely the price action, what I'm seeing on my screen. I don't throw up moving averages. They clutter me. I don't use tickers, advanced decline lines. I don't use any of that. I just look at the price action, act accordingly. And I am seeing a lot of traders on YouTube. I I don't know where these guys are coming from, but they're popping out of the woodwork, and I don't know. I'm not going to comment too heavily on it, but I want to see, show me the trades that you're making. Like, show it to me. I want to see it. What are you doing? How are you making money? Yeah, otherwise, I don't know. I just feel like it's just entertainment. So I don't really put too much stock in. And I would just, the reason I say that is not to like be too critical or pat myself on the back. It's just be careful about who you listen to and who you learn from. All right. And I think people should be able to see the results of individuals who trade and want to teach others. I'm not much of a teacher when it comes to trading. Um, Again, I've sort of detailed the purpose of these videos, and mainly to articulate for myself what I'm doing, justify my actions, and then I obviously have plans to open up my own fund, and I want to be as transparent as I possibly can be, which means that publicly available spreadsheet, every video will detail every trade that I make, etc., and just keeps me honest, on point, and I do like discussing. I enjoy finance. I enjoy trading. I enjoy the principles of the market and having that discussion. So I'm always open for that and go from there. So this is a lengthy video, so I apologize for that. And I also apologize for the sheer number of trades I had to put on. Is what it is. Sometimes you have to make moves. And overall, I'm satisfied with the result. And I do have a number of additional trades that are much more simple that I'll be hopefully putting out over the course of the weekend. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your week and weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.